All right, this is the Auto Heat Press from HTV Ront. We're gonna open it up and get working and see how we like it. So the first thing, right on top is a little product manual, kind of help you get it set up and know what you need to do. Then you've got your sheet for pressing. And we'll take out some of the styrofoam here. The very new AutoPress from HTV Ront. This is a really great machine, super handy, works really well. I've done several projects on it now. So I want to show you all about the machine and how to use it today so that you know for yourself if this is a product you're interested in. So let's go through a few things before I show you the machine. So HTV Ront also provides or sells a lot of different HTV vinyls. So I got a couple of different packs here. This first one is just their regular heat transfer vinyl. So it comes in lots of different colors. This one has kind of some pastel pinks and blue and a silver and a white. I also got some really beautiful glitter vinyls. Let's see if I can show you a few more colors here. These are really pretty and really good quality. I haven't had any issues pressing them. It's been really nice. And then this one, my daughter's really kind of obsessed with. It's a holographic vinyl. It's kind of a rainbow holographic. And I made this fun t-shirt using that holographic vinyl. And I was actually really impressed with how well it worked on the machine and how nice the vinyl weeded, as well as how well the clear plastic sheeting came right off after it was pressed. So far I'm really impressed with this AutoPress. All right, let's talk about the AutoPress itself and we'll get a closer look. All right, now that the AutoPress is out of the box, this is kind of what it looks like. It fits on, this is an IKEA drawer cabinet. And it is, let's measure it real fast. And this cabinet is 26 inches by 19 inches. And the heat press is about 22 inches to the handle by between 15 and 16 inches. So you do definitely need some space for it. It's probably not quite as big as some of the heat presses that have the pressure clamp on them, but it's pretty close. It comes with a Teflon sheet. You saw that in the unboxing. So it has a Teflon sheet, and then it has a simple instruction manual. It's actually pretty easy to follow the instructions, but you do have to read them. And I would really suggest that you look at this diagram because that's going to help you identify these as you're going through the instructions. But let me walk you through some of it. So first off, here's the tray, comes in and out. But for the tray to work, you have to turn it on. Once you plug in your machine, you have this power button. And you can push the power button, and it's going to keep whatever settings you had when the machine turned off. But you can change those. So this is the temperature button. You push temperature and you can go up or you can go down, whatever you need, and then it is set. You push the clock button and you can go up or down, whatever you need for your specific vinyl. And for the one we're doing, we need about 15 seconds. So we're going to keep it on 15 as this kind of preheats for us. Now you'll notice the R over here is flashing red. When it is all up to temperature, this will turn green. And this is the button you push for the machine to auto press, so for it to go up and down. Okay, some of these other buttons, which are actually really neat. So this first button here is called the mode button. And there's 4 automatic modes that come with this machine. And they're preset temperatures. So this one is, well, let's go back to number 1. So number 1 is preset for 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. Mode 2 is 320 for 15. Mode 3 is 330 for 20. And mode 4 is 390 for 40 seconds. So those are some of the temperatures that you might encounter quite often. So mode 1 is the one that we're going to be using for this specific project. Now this button here, the sun button, it's actually a custom button. So you can push it and you'll see here there's a little A or there's a little B. And you can set a custom temperature for products that you might be producing. So if you're making a product and you know it's always going to be 100 or 275 degrees for 30 seconds or whatever, you can create a custom temperature. Okay, now if you want to get out of the modes, you simply push it and it'll take you out of the modes and back to whatever temperature you had originally. The next button is the auto button. Now it took me a minute to kind of figure this out. What happens when you come up to temperature with the auto button is that if you already have your project on your slide out and you slide it in, it'll automatically press it for you instead of you having to press the R button. It'll do it for you. So especially this is nice if you have several different projects you're doing at one time. You can push the auto button and you'll open this, put your project on, close it. It'll press it while you're doing your other things. And then you'll open it when it's done, press it, or take it off, put the new one on and auto press it. Now this one already pressed, you can see it went down. But if you need to cancel it, like I don't have anything on here, so I didn't need to press it. All you do is push any button on the machine. So let's do it again. It's auto pressing. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'll just push the temperature and it'll lift it for me. So it cancels whatever you're doing if you push a button. Hopefully that makes sense. So this is actually really simple to understand once you know what all the buttons are for. So let's go ahead and put together our first project. So I have this cute little, I think it's 0 to 3 month tea. And I'm just going to go ahead, put it in the machine. It's on auto, so you can see it lowered. Let it go for 5 or so seconds. Take it out. So it's nice and hot. Okay. Then I'm going to put my design on. This is a cute mermaid. Same one that I used on the big girl shirt. Get it on there good. Looks pretty good and centered. And then you can use the Teflon sheet. You don't have to use the Teflon sheet. Kind of depends on what you're doing as to whether or not you might use it. For this project, I don't necessarily need it, but just as an example, we'll show you here. And it's going to press for 15 seconds. And I found this information on the box. So it has the information here. Press it for 2 to 3. We did 5. And then 10 to 15 seconds at medium pressure. Okay. So it's all pressed. How pretty is that? And then, of course, the directions say to let it cool for 45 seconds. Now, you can also find these same directions if you're buying your vinyl from HTV Ront on their website. So whatever vinyl you purchase, you can go in and there's a section on the site that says usage, I think is what it's called, and it'll give you these same instructions. So if you're not sure what temperature it should be or how long, you can find that. And most sites where you buy your vinyl from will have that information on their website. Or if you purchase it at a store, it's usually on the actual vinyl itself. So I'm just peeling this off and see how nicely that peels off. How cute is she? So pretty. Look at that. Look at those colors. And then I'm going to do one more press with the Teflon sheet on there. Just another 10 to 15 seconds. To me, that just helps it kind of meld to the material. So this was the first one I did. And it just gives it one nice press to make sure that everything's good. Pull that out. And she looks great. Everything's nice and attached. Nothing's coming off. Even these little pieces over here, which is what you want. And sometimes shirts are a little starchy. So sometimes if the vinyl's not attaching, if you wash the shirt, it'll make a big difference. And that's it. That's how easy it is to use the AutoPress machine from HTV Rocked. I promise you will love it. It's so simple. You're going to be able to do t-shirts, pillowcases, put any kind of graphic on materials. It's a really, really productive and easy machine to use. So make sure you go down, check the links out in the description so you can get your own AutoPress, or check out the holographic vinyl that I used or some of the other vinyls I showed at the beginning. Make sure to leave any comments that you might have, and I will be able to answer them for you, hopefully, or at least send you in the right direction. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.